Welcome back to the on the Football Zone and to a midweek review, reviewing all of the midweek action in the Premier League, and starting off with obviously a big game, a derby between Crystal Palace and Brighton. Palace giving the lead in the first half stoppage time for IU before Danny Welbeck in the 82nd minute equalised things for Brighton. And in the end, there wasn't much to separate the two sides. I would say a draw is just about a fair result. Maybe Brighton shaded it in terms of the game, but Palace maybe had the best chances. So yeah, on the whole, I'd say a draw is fair result. Aston Villa just about snuck a draw against Sheffield United at Villa Park, and we were finishing 1-1. Despite Villa having a goal scored in the 59th minute, it was disallowed through VAR, and Cameron Archer against his former team in the 87th minute gave Sheffield United the lead, but 10 minutes after that, Zaniolo made it 1-1, and Villa really pressed on. But in the end, Sheffield United has a few chances, and they'll be gutted not to have got the win in the end. But yeah, big win. Big points for Sheffield United, but they will be gutted not to hang on. And Villa, their remarkable home record comes to an end, but still fought back to get a point. Positive state, but still a frustrating night. But moving on then to West Ham 2, Manchester United 0. Bowen and Kudos with the 2 goals for West Ham in the second half. And yeah, West Ham having the better of the game, I would say. Julie getting the win. A really disappointing game for Manchester United, but West Ham, a good win for them. They'll be absolutely delighted with that. For Manchester United, though, further questions, pressure really is growing on Erik ten Hag. Ineos announcement as well. It'll be interesting to see what January brings. Moving on into Tottenham 2, Everton 1 at White Hart Lane. Another big win for Tottenham. They seem to be getting their form back now. Richarlison and Son with the goals. Calvert-Lewin had 1 goal disallowed in the second half, which I think Dyche wasn't too happy about, before Gomez pulled 1 back late on. But Tottenham, despite being under heavy pressure from Everton, just about held on. They'll be delighted. Everton still lots of positives they can take for an encouraging showing here. Being in no result, but for Tottenham, I think a big win, gutsy performance to hold on to. Moving on then to Bournemouth, and they defeated Forest 3-2. Bolly was sent off in the 23rd minute for a second yellow, which was a shocking decision. I have to say, before it's time for a Langer. In the 47th minute, who made it 1-0 before Solanke scored 2. Wood made it 2-2, and Solanke in the 94th minute getting Nuno's start at Forest off to the worst possible start with home defeat, kind of ruined by the referee, to be honest. Bournemouth getting a win, huge win for them. But Forest, I think, they may feel kind of robbed. But moving on into probably the shock result of the weekend, Luton defeating Newcastle 1-0, and it was Andros Townsend in the 25th minute who gave Luton the win. And Luton, I would say they were good money for the win. They played really, really well here. Newcastle did have their chances as well, don't get me wrong, but Luton played really well, deserved the win, and what a huge result it is for them. Rob Edwards is, doing so well, isn't he? Keeping them in the hunt, and Newcastle, just really crippled badly at the moment by injuries. They need a result desperately. Moving on into another short result at Craven Cottage, where Fulham were defeated 2-0 at home to Burnley. It was Odbard and Burge with the goals for Burnley, and Fulham dominated the game, but in the end Burnley got the win. It's a big win for Burnley. Keith Vincent Company side just in touch, which is all they can ask for. Obviously, it's been such a tough start to the season for them since promotion, but that's a massive win, and they really need to look to build on that now. You kind of feel to stay in the hunt for promotion, stay in the hunt for staying up. But for Fulham, disappointing today after such a recent success at home. But moving on then to Liverpool 1, Arsenal 1 at Anfield, and it was Gabriel who gave Arsenal the dream start in the 4th minute. Salah equalised, and it finished 1-1. I don't know, it was a tight game between 2 evenly matched. I know it's kind of how I saw it playing out beforehand. I don't think either side really did enough to win it, but at the same time, it was a really close contest between 2 sides who I think will say they're all thereabouts towards the end of the season. High quality affair. Moving on into Wolves 2, Chelsea 1. Lamina in the 51st minute giving Wolves the lead before Doherty made it 2-0, and Kunku pulled 1 back in stoppage time, but in the end it wasn't enough, and Chelsea lose again. Another really frustrating day for them. They did create some chances, but in the end it was Wolves who did more than enough to get the win. A big win for Gary O'Neill's men. They keep marching up the table. But for Chelsea, a really frustrating day, and they do get the feeling that they are struggling quite a bit at the moment. But anyway guys, that's it really. Thanks for watching. Like, share, subscribe. I was going to say every daily football news and scratch chance can be greatly appreciated. Thanks so much for watching. Peace.